So now that we have a random, let's create something that is not actually that much random. That will actually be pretty simple. We're just going to make an AI spawn zombie predetermined, or let's say fixed zombies. But actually, we don't even need to make this because we could just fix one thing. So before we actually go onto making a script, let's try and make it work only with the AI snapshot hook. I'm going to create an empty game object, doesn't matter where I place it, and I'm going to add some zombies underneath it. Okay, we do have one enemy zombie, which I'm going to bring here, and I'm going to unpack the prefab entirely. I want to untick is randomized, and that means I don't actually need any of this because we're going to hardcode them. We can set the detection distance or whatever later. So underneath this, we now have the models for our enemies. Let's find them. Are these the ones? Let me check. I want to find, yeah, those are the models we're using. Okay, so let's take this and put them somewhere else, probably in the prefabs. So let's going to rename this as to zombie 1 and zombie 2. So I'm going to take this guy, parented. Let's fix this as enemy fixed. Let's reset everything underneath him. Okay, I'm going to unpack the prefab because I don't want him to be connected with anything else. And I'm going to actually go and change also and create a new animator for him, so I can just replace his animations without changing from the rest of them. So of course that means I can just go and change everything from his idle. Let's see what this is. This is from the reaction. This is from face down and start. Okay, so face down, that is start moving. Okay, let's see, do we have anything? Let's see what animations we have actually. Yeah, I don't think I have many or any in here. So hold on. So I just ported an animation from Mixamo, okay. And we're going to make this guy always play with this. Maybe this can be a boss or something. Actually, yeah, okay, let's say that this is actually a boss. Just to indicate that he's a boss, I'm going to make him slightly bigger. Maybe that's too much. Okay, and I'm going to set all this to 0. Okay, then because he's kind of a bigger guy, we kind of need to make his radius bigger as well. Let's call this boss 1. So that can be boss. And instead of face down, it's going to start with the zombie agonizing. This would be its start. Then from face down, let's say this is your start, because this transition is going to just go directly onto run. And we'll just move to zombie running. So with this, I'm going to say is interacting false and does not have any exit time. I think it kinda needs some figuring out. think it's kind of set up wrong. No, that's correct. Okay, it might not look that great, the animation, just keep that in mind. I'm going to loop time, I'm going to set original. Okay, all of that set to this. It's going to look... Let's see. Let's see if we can loop this. Yeah, let's start with that. Okay, obviously it's not going to be that great, but you get the idea. So this will be your boss. And instead of spawning the random enemy, let's make this guy into a prefab. And then just take this and just spawn the boss. Okay, we're going to expand on this a little bit more and you'll see how that's going to work. But we're going to have to fix it first. So I know every time I get inside, it will spawn the boss. However, I think we might have to fix his animator a little bit because he went directly from start to this to keep running, and we do not want that. So interacting is going to start as true. Okay, so let's set this to scene. Let's find this guy here and let's hit play as well. Okay, here he is. And we kind of have to go really close. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, so he never gets aggro for whatever reason. Let's see why. He is aggressive, but he cannot get away from that one. So when we set aggro, we should also set for if he's interacting, yeah. Or we could just do play controller. Moving, running, okay. So actually, yeah, I think if we just set moving to this, if moving is true, that will do it. That will make him start walking there. Yeah, he's kind of pointing wrong. The agent is there. I don't think there's a nav mess down here. Yeah, there is no nav mess because we forgot to fix the nav mess to bake it again. So let's bake it again. Exporting that. And let's see what else. Maybe we forgot something. Is aggressive, moving through. Then target player position. Interacting. Otherwise, we should be here. I think something. Oh yeah, we have the animator interacting to true. So let's hit play. Now it should be fixed. So we shouldn't really have changed that, I guess. Yeah, okay. He needs to get pretty close to go to aggro. So let's fix this as well. Let's go under our boss. Let's say detection distance 15. Let's see what happens on this. Distance from player is lower than. Then set bool moving to true. And if you are aggressive, agent set destination to target position. Okay. Local position, agent transfer position. Okay, otherwise they reset it. Oh, I think we are setting the rotation. Let's close that. The acting is set to true for whatever reason. So he's going on zombie running. Huh. Why is that? Oh, yeah, that's why. Because we have this. My bad. So it was just a wrong setup. Everything else should be correct, which means it should play now. And yeah. Okay, so the boss actually starts following us. Obviously, you need to change a few other things. But yeah, this is a way to just spawn fixed enemies. And as you saw, because of the framework, we don't even have to make a new script. We can just spawn all this. Let's say we want to spawn the boss with 4 random enemies. I'm going to take this game object, just place it down here, and I'm going to say boss spawn, and I'm going to take the boss one, parent it underneath it, reset it of course. Then I'm going to take the enemies, zombies, randomized. I'm going to move them around. Or, because of the way it's set up, I can also take the random zombies, okay, and place it there. Then close that, boss spawn, close this, and on the AI snapshot for that, we can just take the boss spawn, parent it, or set it there. So, starting to go, you can see that we do not get the spawns because on our boss spawn, I think the random zombies, yeah, it's set below the ground, so that means it cannot find the navmess. So let's also fix this. If you cannot find, let's do debug.log spawn position is out of the navmess, just so that we know, there's something that you need to fix, or basically reset the position. So this way we know those zombies will always spawn. We know that the boss will always spawn, and there's also going to spawn the other zombies from it as well. And I think we need to kind of check with is interacting or not. What's happening there. Because they start walking on different directions. But okay, there are zombies, they're stupid zombies, so who cares? So that's it for this part. As you see, we didn't have any change on the code at all. We just had some debug logs. So I'm not going to publish the scripts because there's the same scripts as the previous video. So that's it for this part. As always, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and if you like to see more stuff, more videos, more of everything, of course, you can support me on Patreon so we can keep making all of this beautiful stuff we're making and start killing more zombies and more zombies and more zombies. I'll see you next time.